n8n recently introduced something brand new called data tables, and honestly, it's a game changer. Until now, many of us used Google Sheets as a quick database inside workflows. But that always meant extra API calls, syncing issues, and slower performance. With data tables, all of that changes. You get database built right into n8n itself. It's fast, it's reliable, and super easy to use. Let me show you how it works. If your n8n is up to date, you'll notice a brand new tab in overview window called data table. Click on it and you will see all the tables that you have created. And if you'd like to add a new table, you need to head to the top right corner where it says create workflow and click on this arrow right here. Click on create data table and you can name your table anything you'd like and click on create. Once created, you will see a blank table where you can start adding your data. Now, if you'd like to add new columns, you can either click on this add column or this plus sign over here. Let's click on add column and you can choose any name you'd like for your data. And then you need to choose the accurate data type. This is important because data types are used for data validation and filtering later on in your workflow. If the data type was wrong, it might not work accurately or it will throw an error because data type will not match. And let's choose the data type and add column. After that, let's add a few more. Then number. And for that, we'll choose the type number. We can also add a few rows manually just for testing. Of course, in real world use case, you won't be entering rows one by one like this. You will use workflows that will update the table automatically whenever new data comes in. So to add rows, click on this add row button, and then you can start adding data. So let's add some dummy data. And you can also add row by clicking on this plus sign over there. So this is just a brief overview of data table. Now let's look at some real life examples so you will get a better idea. Now let me show you this workflow right here. I have created two separate workflows so you will get a better idea. One uses Google Sheet and the other one uses our native data tables. Let me show you what we have in Google Sheet. When we go to Google Sheet, we'll see that I have these fields: email, name, country, interest, and we'll get email from this on form submission node. We use this node to just submit an email, which we'll use to filter the rows in Google Sheet. And here we are filtering this column email, and the value is coming from the previous node, which is this carla@example.com, and it will return us this row number 4 with all this data. And then after that, we will verify if the country of this row is US or not. And if it is US, it will proceed on to the next node where we will generate a personalized email using ChatGPT LLM. And if we run it, you will see it will return us the subject and the email. So it is returning the subject and the body for us, which we can insert in the send email node. So this is how we used to work previously. Now, in the case of data table, it works the same actually. The only difference is there are no external API calls, there is no rate limiting, so it is essentially better. So if we open this, you see that we have different sort of operations like delete, get, if row exists, if row does not exist, and so on and so forth. You can explore these by clicking on this Google Doc, and it will show you and explain all the operations. And what we're doing is we're taking this email and we're adding a condition that will filter out the email. So I have created, let's go back in data table. I have created this contact with the same fields that we have in Google Sheet. And it will take this email and filter out the row that we need. Now let's try and execute it. And you will see that it will return us this row with name, email, country, and interest. And in same way, we will filter out and check if the country of this contact is US or not. And if it is US, it will generate an email the same way and then send the email. And that's it. It's the same workflow, two different approaches. Google Sheet works, but it's slightly slower and it depends on external API. Data table gives you the same power directly inside of n8n, and it's faster, simpler, and much more reliable. Thanks for watching. And if this was helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.